I didn't scream. I didn't punch a wall. I didn't even ask why. I just picked up my keys, walked out the door, and never looked back. Maybe that's what broke them, that I didn't give them the explosion they expected, that I didn't beg for answers or fight to keep what they so casually destroyed. I made it easy for them to be together, and I made it even easier for me to disappear. We had been married for 5 years. Together for 7, she was my person and he was my brother. Blood and vows, both betrayed with the tap of a keyboard and a string of late-night messages. It started small, laughing too hard at his jokes, inside conversations I wasn't part of. Her phone lighting up at midnight with his name. At first, I thought I was overreacting. He was my brother, she was my wife. I told myself they were just close, friendly, familiar. But gut feelings don't lie. And once the seed of doubt is planted, it doesn't stop growing. The night it all came crashing down, she had left her phone on the couch. She was in the kitchen laughing about something that wasn't funny to me anymore. I didn't plan to check, but I did. Maybe I had to. I opened their chat, scrolled, and kept scrolling. It wasn't just casual. It hadn't been casual for a long time. There were memories in those messages, ones I was never part of. Plans to meet when I was at work. Jokes about keeping secrets. Words no married woman should send to any man, especially not to my own blood. And then the line that ended everything. It's easier pretending around him when I know it's you I really want. I closed the app, put the phone back, and walked upstairs without a word. She was brushing her hair, smiling at me in the mirror, and I remember thinking, she has no idea she just lost me. I didn't need a fight. I didn't want her excuses. I needed distance. I packed a small bag, clothes, wallet, passport, left my ring on the table, and walked out. I didn't call anyone, not even my parents. They'd find out soon enough. I checked into a cheap hotel that night, sat on the edge of the bed, staring at the wall, trying to feel something, anything. Anger never came. Just this deep, dull ache of disappointment from both of them. They didn't just lie, they didn't just cheat, they chose each other over me. I moved cities the next week, transferred jobs, started over. I didn't block them, but I never answered. There were texts, calls, even emails from mutual friends asking if I was okay, but I wasn't ready to explain. Sometimes you have to break silently to survive loudly. 1 year passed, I rebuilt, I healed. I didn't forget, but I no longer carried them with me. Then, just when I thought that chapter was closed, I heard a knock at my door. I wasn't expecting anyone, but when I opened it, there they were. Both of them. My wife, ex-wife I should say, and my brother, standing side by side like strangers who didn't know where to begin. She looked thinner. He looked older. They both looked like life had done to them what they had once done to me. I didn't say a word. Just stood there in the doorway, arms crossed. She was the first to speak. I know we have no right to be here, but we needed to see you. I didn't move, didn't invite them in. Then he stepped forward. I messed up, man. I lost my brother. For what? For nothing, I stared at him, not with hate, just emptiness. She continued, voice cracking. We're not together anymore. It fell apart. I realized too late what I destroyed. I let the silence stretch between us like a canyon. She shifted on her feet. He looked down at the ground. They had come looking for something. Forgiveness, maybe. Redemption, or even just a piece of the man they betrayed, hoping he'd still be there. But I wasn't. I looked her in the eyes and said, if it hadn't fallen apart, you wouldn't be here. She swallowed hard, blinking fast. I turned to my brother. You didn't just lose me. You lost the right to call me family. He opened his mouth to speak again, but I stepped back. Take care of yourselves. That's all I have left to say. And with that, I closed the door. No yelling, no closure conversation, no tears, just finality. They walked away slowly, carrying the weight of the choices they made. I stood behind the door for a moment, breathing in the silence. And for the first time since they broke me, I felt something stronger than anger. Peace. Because I didn't just walk away from them that night. I walked toward myself. And that made all the difference.